There she is. So, sad story. Customer had the bike, he got it yesterday, and a car backed into him. So, kind of terrible. As I guess you guys can take a look. We haven't actually seen it yet because he just dropped it off, but obviously it messed up that. We just need to check that the light, oh crap, maybe it did break it. That stinks because the whole front end has to come off just in order to check that out. So, but everything else he said was fine. The car, basically what he said has happened is he was riding home, he was in his neighborhood, a car stopped, and I guess he stood up to look and see what the car stopped for because I guess it was in the middle of the street, and the guy just straight up reversed into him. So, that sucks because it sucks that if the light is broken, which it definitely seems like it is. But anyway, insurance job, so we got to get her on the stand and take a look and see, but it sucks that like 10 hours he has it and he gets backed into it, so not the greatest, right, babe?
Yeah, that super sucks.
Yeah. If we take a closer look, it definitely snapped all of this. Yeah, so, but that's it. So we got to get this quote going for the customer, and yeah, we're going to tear it apart. So let's see what's broken. Insurance job. So it sucks that customer had the bike for like yesterday. So he said he came in here. He's like, dude, I've had it for 10 hours. I was like, oh god, that sucks. So he did have a black front fender at the house from a ZX6. So it does work. So we've got to replace that, obviously. But yeah, it sucks having your bike for 10 hours, or it sucks that if this was the dream bike that he had, now like one day later it's in the shop. So not the best. It sounds amazing. We just got to get the front end fixed now. So if you guys don't know how insurance works, so the thing is I could go look up this part. I could look up this part and look up the nose piece, this plastic piece, and then this is all cracked underneath here. So I could literally write those up and say, hey, this is probably what it's going to cost. But the problem is if you look here, so I think it's not a solid mounting anymore. So I think it probably broke one of the tabs on the light. So now what I have to do is I have to pull the front end apart in order to see what's going on. So, this is what costs in order to get this quote for the insurance company to be viable. So if you guys are ever wondering what, some motorcycle shops are like, yeah, it was $650 to do that. Well, if I have to disassemble the whole front end in order to give the correct quote, I've got to do it, so it costs the money. So it is what it is. So what we're going to do is, I don't know if you can see this, we'll get some B-roll. It's cracked right here, so it hit pretty hard. So I'm pretty sure that this light right here is going to be broken. Pretty sure something's going to be cracked there. So it's going to be quite a bit of work because I got to take off all the fairings and see what's broken and what's not broken. So, let's get into it. Let's get these mirrors off first of all. I might have to unplug these guys. Let's take this guy off.
We need to do this TikTok trend.
Yeah, the sounds make oh man, that whole thing broke. Look at that. Like, hopefully you guys can see that. That whole thing, all those clips broke. Let me go take a look here. Okay, that didn't break. Man, you can see this. Let me get a little bit of light in there. So it broke all of this, all of that, obviously because it hit it and then it broke it, because that's a solid piece that it clips into there, that circle and then that circle. Huh? All right, I know there's a bolt. Yeah, there is. There's one right here which we can get to. So I know this is bolted. I need my little guy. Not that one, that one. And obviously you can see here, if you guys can see, like all of that's broken out. And then of course that's still a piece that comes from there. It really is nice to show you guys like what these, repairs and builds and, how long it actually takes. Because as of right now, just taking the side panel off and looking and then, taking it in and doing that, it's been about 45 minutes, somewhere around there. So it just, this is what you guys need to take into effect. Like something that looks so easy, it was cracked right here. Replace. It's just not that way. I have to take everything apart, inspect things, make sure it's fixed correctly, because it's under my name. Like I'm taking care of this guy no matter what. He comes back and he's like, hey man, I saw something's broken under here. If I know it was fixed because we take detailed pictures, then I'm gonna be like, hey man, here's the picture, it was fixed. So something might have happened in the last couple days that you've ridden it or whatever. But if I'm not sure, dude, I'm replacing it, because I want this guy to stay. I want him to stay a customer of MotoBros. I want him to think about getting a membership. That's the difference. Is I want guys that understand, hey, it's worth it to be a member here, and then eventually, golly, I'm gonna close my doors to the public. I dream of that day. I dream of it, and it's getting closer and closer with every member that signs up. But it's nice just to show you guys like what everything entails. It's just not as easy as being like people on the street be like, oh dude, you could have just bought that for whatever and bought that and fixed it yourself and it would have been so much cheaper. It's just not that way. Now, we're gonna keep going, we'll figure it out and see what the hell is going on with her. Such a beautiful bike. I love the color though, this like flat black. I love it. So what we got to do is we've got to make sure that we're taking pictures for insurance. Cool. Okay, this one looks okay. Poor bike. Shame. Poor bike. I feel with this stupid. I gotta find out. God, she's like all the way back in there with it. Damn, it's so hard to find. Obviously, if I took I should probably loosen and just pull the whole thing off and then I can see it. What's up, babe? I mean, it's, it's worse.
Pretty bad?
Yeah, I mean, it's worse than we thought. He broke the whole light, the light right here, the whole light. So the whole light has to be repaired. I know, 10 hours after having it, it's quite terrible. But there's like one screw, so I wanted to shortcut a little bit, but there's one screw that.
You have to take all this off?
So I loosened it so it wouldn't be, so there's no stress on the plastics, but I took the whole other side off. I'm just gonna have to do it the long way. I just want to, I want to get some pictures for the insurance and then send it to them.
So what actually happened when you bought it?
He said he was riding in his neighborhood, and when he was riding in his neighborhood, a car stopped in the middle of the road. So he just stood up to see what's in front of the car.
Yeah.
And the dude just straight up and hit the reverse and backed right into him. I know.
It almost seems like he did it on purpose.
Well, I mean, You know what? Maybe that's, you never know.
Like maybe some Christmas stuff.
I mean,
Never know.
dude, you don't know. Yeah, okay, cool. I can see. I'm like battling with this one Phillips head, but I can see it now. Gotcha, homie. So watch. This is us battling with this one thing. See? That's it. I just needed this one. So the other side broke. So right here, it's already broken. So I didn't need to battle with it, but make sure that this doesn't get. Come on this other side and unplug this. Just hold it. See right there, take it apart.
This?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take this apart.
Okay.
Can you get it?
I can see how.
Yeah, here, where's the clip? Right here, use the clip. Right there. And it shoves in the first one, just pull it away from it. On the side, shove it in the side. Yeah, right there, yep, and pull it away. There we go. And then unplug it, and then put that. So it sucks. Imagine having your bike for 10 hours.
Yeah.
And then you see, look, so it broke all of that.
Yeah.
And then, see, that's why I didn't have problems with this side, but that's still, yeah. But anyway, that whole thing is, yeah. All right. Nice, easy unplug. So now, this is where we have to make sure, because now it's all disassembled, we have to make sure that nothing else is broken, because the last thing you want is to send the information to the insurance company and you missed something, you know, that the customer definitely needs. So the fairing stay is good to go. Just need to do a little bit of an inspection, but as you can see, so the whole light is broken. So he needs a whole light system. Crazy. It's going to be expensive to have somebody back into you where it's not even your fault. And the thing is you know what? It'd be nice to know exactly what happened. If it was literally like the customer said it, then.
That's why bikers should always wear a GoPro.
Always.
Yeah.
You guys have got to wear GoPros. Okay, so nothing is wrong. I got to make sure no tabs are broken. Is that broken? No, that's not. None of that's broken. Okay, so this side looks okay, which is good. We can just leave that one as it is. Man, this definitely stinks. You know, I had a customer the other day that was like, dude, I've never heard of a shop taking pictures and keeping people up to date.
Yeah.
You were here, weren't you?
Yeah. That's like I just have to get the quote.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, that's right, yeah. That's right, you were here. Okay, so that's pretty much about it, guys. So we've disassembled everything. I'm gonna do a final inspection just to make sure that anything else is not broken or damage that we missed. I'm mainly gonna concentrate on here because that's where most of the damage was. But the other thing is I just want to check the fairings and not really much else, but you want to check it for like stress cracks or something like that. You know, when it gets hit here, it puts stress on the other side, and those are the things we want to check for just to make sure that we do a good job in repairing and getting it back to the customer. So obviously I'm going to check his rim and his tire if there's any cuts or anything, stuff like that. So, but that's it. So we're going to order the parts. Hopefully they're not crazy on back order. Obviously I say that in you know, the bike's not going to be totaled, so insurance is going to pay to repair it. So I'm going to send the quote off to the insurance. They're going to approve it, send us a check. We're going to do the work and then hopefully get this customer back onto the road as soon as possible. But it does suck that this is 10 hours into ownership, but dude, sometimes this is the stuff that happens and you just have to deal with it and take it in stride and keep going. Just keep riding, be aware, know your surroundings, and you know, sometimes stuff like this is just unavoidable. So we take care of everything. Customers never have to worry about it. So cool. ZX10 getting repaired. If you have any questions, let us know. Hit us in the comments as usual. Thanks for watching. And remember, come to us if you're in Dallas area. We do great work. You can be a member, come enjoy, come rent bikes, come party, come hang out with the wifey. So cool. Talk to you guys later.